Hello everyone, my name is Lakshish and in this video I wanted to showcase you this project that I created. This is an online code editor where user can write Python, Java, C++, JavaScript and React code all in their browser, and they can also execute that code in their browser. I have taken a special care of creating an isolated environment for code execution, ensuring that the security in our main server and security and the resources in our main server are not compromised. I've achieved that using Docker. Docker creates an isolated environment for us. More specifically, it creates a container for our purpose. We'll create a container for our code execution. Once the execution is done, once we get the output, we will destroy that container, ensuring that there is no security issue in our main server. And I'm really excited about this project because I learned a lot of new things. I got a lot of valuable insight in topics like R limit, SCOM, namespaces, and much more. And Docker has been amazing. It abstracts away many complexity from us and also gives us a lot of flexibility to tailor things according to our use case. And to demonstrate you this project, I created few projects, and projects are basically like your folder in your computer. And we have a project name, project description for us to understand the project. And lastly, we have project type, and project type is interesting because here I have three types of project. So firstly, I have interpreted language, which is Python and JavaScript. Then I have a compiled language, which is C++, and lastly we have a technology that runs on the user browser, or I should say client. So to cover a broader perspective, or to cover the way we can handle different programming language or different technology, I chose these three programming language and technology to understand how we will handle these programming language and technology, and so that we get a knowledge about how to handle these kind of situation, and we can use this knowledge to create a project according to our use case. Now I can add Java if I want, which will be very similar to C++ because both of them are compiled language. I can also add C. I can also add another interpreted language like PHP, and I can also add web technology like React, AngularJS, because it is pretty much going to be similar with React JavaScript. But I think you get the idea. And to not waste our time, I created a few projects already. One is Python stack implementation, and we'll go over it first. And if I click on the open project option, I get this window where I have main.py, and here I have a stack implementation. And so here we have a stack. We are adding three items in the stack. Then we are printing the stack before popping those items. Then here we have three I mean, we are popping the stack three times, meaning our stack is now empty. We are printing that. And lastly, because all we don't have any item in our stack and we are trying to pop another item, we'll get an error. To demonstrate how we handle the error part, I added this line as well. So to execute this code, I can press on this play button, or I can press Control Q. I'll press Control Q, and sure enough, I get my expected outcome, and I also get the error that in line number 27 we are trying to pop an item from an empty stack, which is invalid. So we handle error in our application as well. Now I'll go inside CPP, which is C++, and the way we'll handle this is we'll firstly compile this code, and then we'll execute this code. So I'll run this program, and it will take comparatively more time when compared to Python because we have to compile this code as well. But we get our expected outcome, which is hello world. And going inside React, here we have a basic to do application. Here I have list of all the to dos. Here I have a state to manage form. Here I'm taking the to do from the user, and lastly I'm listing out all the to dos here, and I have basic styling here. If I press on play button, that will open up a new page in our browser with this URL output, then the slug of our project. I can add to dos here like walk dog. I can add eat food, and if I share this URL with my friends, they can also see this site in their browser, the output in their browser, which is pretty cool, I think. So that was about the way we handle different programming language, which was Python, C++, and React. React is not a programming language, it is a library. But to demonstrate you how we are handling different kind of situation, I created these project. And now to demonstrate you more features of this project, I created this multi-level folder structure. If I open this project, I have multiple files here, and I have helper.py. I have a folder called utils.py. There I have main.py, and lastly I have main.py. And I can create new file and folder by right clicking and clicking on the option that says create new file or create folder. Anyways, if I execute this code, I should get the output of this code, which is in utils/main.py. Then because I'm importing helper from star, I should get the output of this file, and lastly I should get output of this file. So executing that code, I'm getting the expected outcome. But if I go inside this main.py and execute this code, I'll get the output of this file itself. So this is how we handle multiple file and folder in our project. Now I will go inside this for loop to demonstrate you that we are actually handling resources very well. So here my CPU percentage is 7%, memory is 54%, and if I go inside this file, this folder, and here you can see I have a very hell of a for loop, and if I execute this code, it should ideally take a lot of resources from my main server, but because I'm limiting the resources for this execution, this will not flicker my memory percentage much. So I'll execute this code. And as you can see, our memory is not compromised too much. It is still on 54%, although it will take some time to execute. And here we have our expected outcome. I'll re-execute the code and I will show you that we create a container here which is running, and it is not affecting the resources that we are using in our main computer. The status is still running, but once the execution is done, it is exited, and lastly it gets deleted, and we get our expected outcome, all while ensuring that the resources that we are using in this in our main server is not too much. So that was how we handle a heavy code, and I think this demonstrates a lot of thing about this project. You can of course explore this project on your own, and all the technical details you will get that in my, along with code, you will get that in my GitHub. I will document everything. I hope you like this project. I hope you will clone this project, try to run this on your own computer, and also if you want, you can contribute to this project as well. I have some small bugs that I have to fix in this project, but I'm holding this here because now the learning curve from this project is not too much. But if you want to open source this code, I will really appreciate that. So yeah, that was about this project. I hope you like it. Thank you.